Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here in June. A very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. And a very, very warm welcome to Monday's edition of the dceu Daily, with a difference. It's the Oscar edition. Yes, so welcome to a very special edition of Monday's dceu Daily, because of course we're going to have an Oscars edition, because our man Joaquin Phoenix won the Oscar, the Academy Award for Best Actor in a DC film as the clown prince of crime himself, the Joker. He absolutely deserves it. I'm going to read to you what he said. Also, the fantastic Hilda, and I can't pronounce her surname, so I'm not even going to bother butchering it, won Best Composer for Joker as well. Two out of 11 nominations. I'm happy with the wins, but I'm also disgusted. Joker was certainly the best film, right? Joker was certainly, and if it wasn't Joker, it was Jojo Rabbit, or it was 1917. And I'm going to say this now, and I'm going to have a rant about it later. The Academy nominated Parasite for Best Foreign Picture and Best Picture. That is corrupt. That is dodgy. No way should that film be in there as Best Picture. Now, everyone in Hollywood's complaining not enough female directors are being given work, not enough female directors who make great content are getting nominated in these awards. And they put Parasite, an above average film. That's what it is. It's a very good film. The director, Bong Joon-ho, or however you pronounce the man's name, is a really great up-and-coming director. But Best Picture, someone, somewhere, is making money out of this. This is corrupt. Best Foreign Language, absolutely. And before you throw the racist card at me, let's be absolutely clear here. You can nominate every single foreign language film for Academy Awards. You can give them all the awards if they are making the best content. This is not just corrupt, but you can expect many Korean movies to be landing in mainstream theatres in Hollywood. As I say, this is corrupt because, and as I say, Parasite should never have been in the category for Best Picture. It's not good enough to be in that category. As I say, Best Foreign Movie, yes. So Joker was robbed, no question about it, but it doesn't matter. $1 billion, after all these people trying to make the movie fail, you failed. Joaquin Phoenix won the Best Actor Award for his portrayal of Arthur Fleck, aka the Joker, and it's absolutely deserved. I think that Todd Phillips is the best director of the year, and I think his Joker movie is the movie of the year. And it's simple as that. And I tell you what, the Academy and Hollywood are probably getting a direct debit transfer right now from Korea. I'll have a bigger rant at the end. So let's read what Hilda, because I can't pronounce her surname as I said, had to say about this win. Well, it's one of those woke speeches, but let's see what she has to say. To the girls, to the women, to the mothers and daughters who hear the music pumping within, please speak up. We need to hear your voices. Yes, absolutely. If there are talented females out there, or anyone who's female who wants to compose music, go for it. I want to hear it. But you know what? I just want to see people being creative, whether you're men or women. It doesn't matter. But unfortunately, these people make it about gender. So shall we share? But it doesn't matter. She's a great woman. She was very talented. Her score for her score for Joker, get my words out clearly, still hungover by the way, but, you know, she deserves it. So a great win for the movie and a great win for Hilda, and I'm very happy for her. Now, let's have a look. Let's have a look for Joaquin Phoenix's quote, if I can find it. Here it is. When he was 17, my brother wrote this lyric. He said, run to the rescue with love and peace will follow. You know what? We don't deserve Joaquin Phoenix, do we? We really don't. But I tell you what, I love the guy because he clearly isn't a comfortable public speaker. but he goes up there, he says what he wants to say. He is an activist, and I respect him for that. He is one of the best actors who's ever walked the earth. And Joaquin, friend, you have graced the DC cinematic universe. I know you're not part of the whole universe, but you've been in a DC film. To have you even agree to be in a DC film was a great honour and a privilege for me as a DC fan. And I really, really want to thank you for that. And I hope you come back. I think you will come back and play Arthur Fleck again, aka the Joker. And I cannot wait. It was a fantastic film. Great commentary on mental health. It is my film. If I had an award ceremony, Joker would have won all 11 nominations. But what does changing the subject a little bit? Actually, I'll leave it to the end with my parasite venomous rant. So well done to Joker, and with all the negativity aiming towards Birds of Prey and the so-called low box office, it's great, isn't it? It is great, and so let's talk about Birds of Prey. This will hopefully be the last time. Birds of Prey has made about 83 million globally. It's got its budget back. Anything it makes now is a profit. People are going to talk to me about marketing, this and that. It cost around that amount of money. It's got its money back. Now it's going to make a profit. What is this film going to make? I don't know what it's going to make globally. But isn't it funny? Ford versus Ferrari, right? Same, bigger budget, a lower opening than Birds of Prey, right? And it got nominated for Best Picture. But Birds of Prey apparently is a flop. You can only be a flop if you don't get the money back that you made, right? And you don't make a healthy profit. This film is going to make a healthy profit, and it's already paid off its budget, right? Now, actually, should we try and find this? Because I want to find this from Chris Wong Svensson from Ping Pong Flicks. And I love this guy. But this is the type of nonsense we're getting on here. So where is he? And by the way, this is no disrespect to Chris. I just don't agree with his opinion. And I have to read this out because this is the type of thing that we're getting. And he quote tweeted the Hollywood Reporter, if I can find it. Right, yeah, here it is, right. Now, let me know what you think about this. By the way, I love you, Chris, if you're watching the video. This is nothing personal. I just don't agree with you. Hashtag Birds of Prey will have a successful box office as a movie. Its box office is depressing as a brand. No, it's not. I think when WB decided to give less money to these directors, they cut off a lot of the marketing funds as well. Joker became a meme, a controversy that created its own publicity. No, Chris, I don't agree with you. The budget was fine. The marketing was fine. This is the one that really gets me. The marketing was bad. It was everywhere. The girls were everywhere. It was great marketing. It was exciting marketing. Now, Warner Brothers thought this film could make from 40 to 50 million opening, right? So let's just say they're 40 million projections, right? It's not far off that, by the way. It's a low R-rated, income for the movie. It's, but, and Chris gets one thing right. We'll have a successful box office as a movie. Its box office is depressing as a brand. No. I'm sure that many DCEU fans will be depressed, but I don't think you should. Did most people who saw Birds of Prey enjoy it? Yes. Is it a great addition to the DCEU? Yes. Is it going to make money? Yes. Why does everything have to connect to making $800-900 million or $1 billion? If something doesn't make $1 billion, if we don't compete with what Disney are doing and the MCU and Marvel Studios, why do we do this? What is this generation of film Twitter about? I'm sorry, Chris, I'm using you as an example. As I say, I love you, dude. I think you're awesome. You do a great job and you've been very successful. And the way you fight for the Snyder Cut and the Ayer Cut is beautiful. I love you, dude. I just don't agree with what you're saying. The marketing was great. This film was always supposed to have a low budget, right? As Joker had a low budget. And isn't it funny, people saying, oh, Warner Brothers don't market things. I can't remember people complaining about the marketing for Joker, right? No. At the end of the day, it's nothing to do with marketing. This film had an opening. It had a lower than expected opening, yes. I'm a DCEU fan. I want all these films to have record-breaking numbers. I do. But it wasn't possible. It didn't happen. It is nobody's fault. These things happen. And as you say yourself, Chris, it's going to make money. But just like the Shazam chatter, we get this narrative. And of course, Chris is a Snyder fan, a Release the Snyder Cut. He's part of the Release the Snyder Cut movement. He's a very prominent figure. And with that, and again, I apologise, Chris, because this is just how I feel, there seems to be an agenda, right? Chris has said before that, they're basically going to have low budgets. I'm worried about Wonder Woman 1984. Well, no. Wonder Woman 1984 had triple the budget of those films. They want to make little R-rated offshoot movies like Joker and Birds of Prey. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you are a little movie, it is very rare you become a big box office hit. And it's fine. There's nothing going on here. And everyone's got their conspiracy theories. So let's look at the Hollywood Reporter tweet that Chris was, quote, tweeting. The opening weekend for Birds of Prey is another blow for Warner Bros. No, it's not, which has suffered a string of misses or underperformers in recent months. The big exception being Joker. Basically, right, this is really funny to me. Underperformers. All those films made a profit. They just didn't make the profit. The media and movie Twitter think they should. So it's a disaster. Warner Brothers are in trouble. And of course, some people have an agenda and want to say Warner Brothers is in trouble. It's because you got rid of Zack Snyder. No. At this moment in time, Warner Brothers have got a CEO who hasn't even been there for 9-10 months. Things are being built back up, right? It's fine. They're doing little offshoot movies. They're making money. It will work out. But to say the studio's struggling, Bolstrek, you know, the extreme right YouTuber who talks a lot about Doctor Who, he said that Warner Brothers must be shitting their pants. They're not, mate. They're not. They're going to make a small little profit. Then they're basically, all Warner Brothers are going to do, they're going to shrug their shoulders, say, better luck next time. We still made a little bit of a win here. Let's move on. It's Wonder Woman 1984 that's going to clear $1 billion globally. Let's forget all about it. Wasn't it great to see our beautiful gal at the Oscars looking fantastic? Yeah, Wonder Woman 1984 is really the film I'm focusing on now because this is a massive film. This is going to be a controversial film. This is the film that rewrites the DCEU, as I've spoken about before. But my final word on Birds of Prey is, if you enjoyed it, it's a winner. Don't worry about the box office. We don't have shares in Warner Brothers. It doesn't matter. The DCEU is still doing very well, making fine and fabulous films like it has done from the very beginning. It doesn't matter if BVS and MOS were divisive. It doesn't matter one little bit. So, closing off this little discussion and moving a little bit on from Birds of Prey, Birds of Prey was a fabulous piece of entertainment. I enjoyed it, and I move on. And I will proudly put it on my Blu-ray collection when it's released, right? And I can't wait. And then it's Wonder Woman 1984. Now, in terms of the Oscar, you know, a DC film has won 2 Oscars. And this time, it's not just for the soundtrack. Hilda did very well with with her composed themes, right? And we got a Best Actor win for DC film. That's massive. DC films are heading in the right direction. And I think I was as reactive to anyone when the box office figures were coming in for Birds of Prey. But I think about things and I take a step back. I'm happy the way things are progressing with Walter Hamada. I'm looking forward to see what J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio are going to do with Superman, my character, my favourite fictional character. I'm very, very, very excited. And we are heading in the right direction no matter what people say. But hey, guys and girls, fill your boots. Enjoy yourselves. Keep on saying that Shazam's a flop, that Birds of Prey's a flop. Keep on talking fiction. It's fine. While Walter Hamada and Ann Sarnoff rebuild this universe and it becomes better. Black Adam, that's going to have the JSA in it. We are heading in the right direction and I'm really excited about that. Now, if anything new does pop with Birds of Prey, of course, I'll keep you an update on the figures But at the end of the day, I'm happy with the film, and I'm happy it's got its money back, and I'm happy it'll make a little profit, and that's that. And I'm going to try and ignore all the negative stuff on Twitter. But the problem is, everyone has an agenda. The Fandom Menace has an agenda. We've spoken about this before. And then the rogue elements of the Release the Snyder Cut community, a community I'm proud to be a part of, will not waste any opportunity to say, oh, this would never have happened if Zack came back. Bring Zack back and everything will be okay. I stand by what I said yesterday. I would have liked to have seen Jared. I think it was a big mistake not to have Jared Leto's Joker. I think it would have helped the film's box office. But ultimately, as I've already said, and I'll just repeat myself, and I'll try not to go over this again and again, because it is boring, and it must be boring for you guys who are my subscribers, right? Margot Robbie went to Warner Brothers. She wanted to form a production company. She wanted to make this movie. She made this movie with the director and the writer she wanted to do it with, right? Now, it turned out that Kathy Yan wasn't proficient in certain aspects of film directing. So they brought in Chad, and he cleaned the film up. This happens loads of times. And then Chad and Kathy Yan and Margot Robbie gave us a really good DC movie. And you know what I think will be really funny right now is if they announce they greenlight a Birds of Prey sequel just to piss everyone off with their BS agenda. Now, closing off today's DCEU Daily, and it is DC related because Parasite won Best Picture instead of Joker, which is one of the biggest crimes in my book as a geek and a nerd. So let me tell you what I think. Parasite was a good film. I watched it 3 or 4 times. I think it's a great movie. But is it better than Jojo Rabbit? Is it better than 1917? Is it better than one of the best films ever made, Joker? No, no, no. But it's corrupt. You know why it's corrupt? Because Hollywood and the Academy wanted to virtue signal. One of the interviews talking to the director said, hopefully one day this will become a normal thing and people won't see it as strange. I don't see a foreign movie winning Best Picture as a bad thing or a new thing. You know, he's obviously made history with this, but at the end of the day, it doesn't deserve to win Best Picture. We know that. But as I say, if the foreign movies are that good, win them all, win everything. I don't care. This is not about racism. This is not about being xenophobic. I promise you, right? Of course, I'm a little bit biased with Joker, but we have to be honest here. I bet you half the people sitting in the Oscars last night applauding, going, yeah, haven't even fucking seen the film, right? At the end of the day, it was the best foreign language picture. It deserved that Oscar. It didn't deserve the Best Picture. They put it there on purpose so they could virtue signal, right? So they were never going to make it. Little Women, as I've already said loads of times, a trained chimpanzee could have made that movie. It's just another version of a very, very good novel, right? It's not as good as the 94 version with Susan Sarandon. So it was the wrong female-led and female-directed movie to nominate because it was a token gesture. So they weren't going to pick a female movie to win. So what were they going to do? I know. We'll grab this Korean movie, right? Everyone's talking about it. We're going to get away with this. We'll let it win. We'll put it in Best Picture and we'll put it in Best Foreign Picture as well. And anything. Because they had a problem. The Academy probably wanted to give everything to the Joker. But because the extreme left was so against Joker, they knew they couldn't give Joker the win it deserved. So they had to do something to virtue signal to the extreme left. What did they do? They picked this film, Parasite. They nominated it for Best Foreign Picture and Best Picture. It's absolutely wrong. And there's another corrupt element to it. How much money is Hollywood getting from the Korean government to do this? Of course it's corrupt. It's cool. Look, us geeks and nerds are not dumb. We know things. We know stuff. We know, right, that this film shouldn't have been in the Best Picture nom. Ever. Not in a month of Sundays. But it was. It is. But for me, Joker is my Best Picture. I am proud of what Walter Hamada is doing. And another little thing before I go. Yes, I'm going to sit people down every day from now on. I'm fed up of being Mr. Nice. This thing that WB didn't have faith in Joker and it didn't fully invest in it. Studios have been bringing financial partners in to their movies as long as Laurel and Hardy. As long ago as Laurel and Hardy Gone with the Wind. It's not a new thing, and it doesn't mean you don't have faith. You are making a film that is a calculated risk, just like they did with Birds of Prey. They knew it may not win big, and that's what they do. They didn't have faith in Joker. Let's be clear here. If Warner Brothers didn't have faith in Todd Phillips' vision for Joker, it would never have been green lit. Again, rogue elements from the Snyder community talking absolute BS. And I know I'm getting some thumbs down. I know some of you are leaving the subscribers count, and that's fine. I don't care. I don't need to be successful, right? I don't need to. By the way, I knew I shouldn't have split up with Kelly Osbourne. Did you see her on Good Morning Britain? Ooh, wow. Kelly, take me back, please. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share and subscribe. Comment down below. Share the video. Share the channel. And I'll be back tomorrow with even more. I nearly forgot for a second day in a row. Something really big happened the other day. Sorry. I'm not very good, am I? That's why I'm the crappiest DC kind of video out there. But no, hang on with me. Hang on. Don't go. So I need Twitter. Where are we? Here we are. Doesn't she look freaking magnificent? That is Cheetah. Now, this was posted the other night, and Warner Brothers took it down. I think they did it on purpose. It was a little tease, then they took it away. But she looks amazing, doesn't she? Absolutely fantastic. And can I just let you into a little secret? She looks even better and more stunning. Kristen Wiig looks even more stunning and awesome as Cheetah on the big screen. I've seen it. It's awesome. You're going to love this movie. You may be a bit upset with the kind of rewriting of the universe and the new timeline thing, but this is Walter Hamada trying to make DC films and the DC cinematic universe a going concern for everyone to enjoy. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm really going to go now. Really. Bye-bye.